Sweet victory for democracy. Sony has finally given up. We have won. The entire gaming community has beaten a mega corporation. I don't think I've seen so many people united in one goal that shows you anything is possible. A multi-billion-dollar corporation has lost to the people, and now no longer do you have to link your account to the PlayStation Network to play Helldivers 2. It also means those 177 countries that could not play will now be able to again. PlayStation said, and I quote, "Helldivers fans, we've heard your feedback on the Helldivers 2 account linking update. The May 6 update, which would have required Steam and PlayStation Network account linking for new players and for current players beginning May 30th, will not be moving forward. We're still learning what is best for PC players, and your feedback has been invaluable. Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers 2, and we'll keep you updated on future plans." This also sets a powerful precedent going forward. Big corporations are on notice, and I've said it before, and I'm saying it again, the gaming consumer will no longer put up with big corporations throwing their weight around and making the entire experience worse for the broader gaming community as a whole. If any of the gaming executives try to milk people with microtransactions, people are gonna call them out. If they try to pull this region crap again, we're gonna call them out again. Gone are the days where the corporations can push people around, as if everybody comes together, anything is possible. Now, the reason why Sony was forced to back down was because the recent reviews reached overwhelmingly negative, over 250,000 reviews in under 48 hours, and it actually dragged down the overall reviews to mixed, under 50% positive, and frankly, it made Sony shit themselves.
I think he just shit himself.
I have not seen people fired up this much ever since the Master Chief Collection for Halo released, and it was completely broken upon launch. You couldn't find a game. It's that type of vibe. Pure outrage that 177 different countries could no longer play the game. And they went through it. They did it. They locked out a majority of countries in the world because there's no PlayStation Network from playing their game that was super popular. Looking back on it, what a stupid decision that is. But more than that, some of the countries that still did have it could only make an account on console. If you lived in Ukraine, you could make an account still and you could still play, but it could only be done on a PlayStation console, not PC. If you asked Sony's official AI, it actually recommended you fake where you live, pretend like you're in a different country, and then play the game that way. And they even changed on their website that no, it's optional, you don't have to make a PlayStation Network account, and then they sneakily change it overnight saying, well, you might actually need an account now. They did everything in their power to try force it their way, and it wasn't enough. The Arrowhead devs were in constant negotiations and discussions about this. They were not happy about this either. They've spent 8 years working on this game, and to see the entire game go up in flames catastrophically over the space of say 3 days must have been really disheartening for them. It didn't help though that the community devs weren't clear about what they were saying. Many Arrowhead devs outright said, oh, this is just for security, it allows us to ban players better, it's good. Even on Discord initially, some of the community managers still supported the change, and after the backlash they reflected on what they said and they promptly apologized. All of this wasn't necessary. The game was doing so well, it was thriving. People said please don't do this. Sony had the opportunity to not go through with it, and they did. Now I think the Helldivers 2 review page will settle over time. It will go back to positive. I've changed my review back to positive, and I just said for democracy as an FYI. Yes, I did have it as negatives, but Helldivers 2 is a game you can play with friends. It's not super sweaty, it can be very challenging if you play the higher difficulties, but more than anything else, it's a community that brings people together. And to take it a step further, it brings people together against a common enemy. And in this circumstance, it wasn't the bugs or the bots, it was Sony themselves. It's ludicrous to think back they actually thought they had a hope of changing this, and I genuinely believe it's going to take a while for Arrowhead to win the trust back of many of the players. Time will tell what the population does. It still might decline over time now. The damage may be done. Fantastic that Sony has gone back on it. Score one for the Republic. But time will tell if it was too late. The overall gaming community is very fickle. They do not like being messed with, they do not like being screwed, and there are so many games on offer nowadays, it is so extremely competitive, it very well might be too late. Now I hope the Arrowhead devs can steady the ship. It's just a bump in the road, everything will go back to normal, they'll release some fantastic content, and there's plenty of great times ahead for Helldivers 2. It's an awesome game, everyone agrees on that, it's why it's so popular, but I wouldn't be doing my due diligence of doing a news video if I at least didn't mention that the population simulation might not recover. Once a video game player is jaded, it is very hard to win them back. So again, time will tell. So what does that mean for Helldivers 2 going forward? Well, as of making this video, PlayStation has announced that you will no longer need to link your account if you're on PC onto the PlayStation Network. PlayStation at this point in time have not re-enlisted those countries who are locked out of playing. They still need to do that. I'm hoping within 24 hours they do that. Haha, do. Today is a momentous day for the gaming community as a whole. A victory that will be remembered for a very long time. And as I mentioned before, it sets a powerful precedent going forward. It also shows the power of the people, the collective group, what can be done if we all share a united goal against a common enemy. I'm very proud of people today. A portion of the gaming community was segregated and locked out of a game they had paid for, and together by sheer force, we have rectified the issue. With that said, once PlayStation re-enlists those countries, make sure you go back and change your review. Leave me a comment down below on your thoughts on the entire situation. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.